sad. When Brett entered the house, he found his father sitting in the lounge chair, listening to the news on a radio nearby that was just out of tune enough to irritate him. He walked to the radio and adjusted the knob until the sound was clear, not even asking permission. He walked to the kitchen to find his mother cooking curry. Ugh. He was still full from his late lunch.
Was it busy?
Not the whole day. Mid-morning and late afternoon was quite hectic, though.
Did you remember to bring the money home?
Yes, I put it in the backpack from the shop. Didn't want to carry it in public just like that.
You can put the money in the bottom of my cupboard. We can check with your dad where the bank book is, so you can do a deposit at the bank tomorrow. It's been a long time, and he's the only one handling the bank book.
Brett was amazed when he heard that. Ma, you still use a bank book? Ever heard of an ATM card?
Your father doesn't trust plastic technologies, you know that. If it's printed in the book, it is real. Go put the money away and get ready for dinner. Brett has to do a bank deposit tomorrow. We have too much money here now. It's almost a month since we went to the bank, and you cannot go,
his mom said as they were having dinner. His father tried to turn his wobbly head as he said, I suppose so. You make sure they count the money properly. And they stamp the book. Don't leave until they stamp the book, or else they will say we didn't put money in the bank. I will give you the book in the morning. You bring it right back before you go to the shop. Ma, where did you put the boxes I shipped before I left?
What boxes?
I shipped most of my stuff 2 weeks ago.
There's no boxes. You better check with the airline.
Brett immediately left the table to go and call them. After listening to Fiora Lisa for 15 minutes, he finally got to speak to a human being. They informed him that the boxes were delivered. Correct address. 3 days ago. Nobody signed for it, as he didn't send it as a secure shipment. If the delivery people say it's delivered, then it's delivered. Brett was furious, but the person on the other side said there's nothing more they can do, as their system shows it's delivered. Ma! He yells as he walks down the passage.
Why are you screaming like that?
Ma, they said the package was delivered here a few days ago.
I told you there's no boxes delivered.
Are you sure, Ma? He asked with irritation in his voice.
If you ask me one more time, you will regret it. I said there's no boxes.
Brett is so angry he can feel tears building up. He rushes out the door, slamming it on the way out. Tears were running down his face now. He closes the metal gate behind him and sits down on the bench on the sidewalk, his back against the wall. Why must all this happen to him? He was happy in Singapore. He enjoyed playing violin. He even had a few friends he had to leave behind. For what? Endless days in a stupid shop? And now, even his most personal belongings were gone. His violin! He pulls his knees up and drops his head on his folded arms, unable to control the sobbing anymore. Brett, dude, are you okay? A familiar voice asks. Brett doesn't look up. He recognizes Eddie's voice, and he doesn't want Eddie to see his sorry state. Eddie drops all his shopping bags and sits down next to Brett, putting one hand on his back. Dude, look at me. Tell me what's wrong, Eddie said softly, as he gently rubbed his hand across Brett's back. Eddie? Brett says as he tries to catch his breath. He looks up into Eddie's eyes, with tears still streaming down his face. It was the saddest thing Eddie ever saw. It's all gone, Eddie. I can't, Brett manages to say. He drops his head back in his arms, swinging his legs to the side onto the bench. A small bundle of sorrow, curled up on the bench. Eddie moves Brett's head into his lap gently and starts rubbing his hair softly. It's okay, dude. Don't talk. Let it out. After a while, Brett starts to calm down. He sits up as he wipes his face with the collar of his shirt. He slowly tells Eddie what happened, willing himself not to cry again. Eddie listens quietly. He feels so sad for Brett. He can't imagine being in that situation. Eddie? Brett? Why does my life have to suck so much? I'm sorry, dude. I know it looks rough right now, but I'm sure things will get better. I hope you're right. Sorry for crying. Brett, look at me, Eddie said, grabbing Brett's face with both his hands and turning it so their eyes meet. Don't ever be sorry. If you are sad, you are sad. Never try to hide your emotions, good or bad. Okay? Okay, Brett said with a slight smile. Eddie, can I ask you a favor? Sure. Tomorrow I have to go to the bank. There's too much cash. Can you come with me to help, please? Of course. Eddie smiled. Now, you do me a favor and help me with all these shopping bags. I'll show you all the stuff I bought.